We're working on a Ford Mondeo 2014 MC 2-liter turbo diesel automatic. Absolutely beautiful cars. We're changing that door lock today. It locks with a remote, but it doesn't unlock. So in order to unlock it, you'll have to reach in from the inside the car to unlock it manually. So we're replacing that door lock today, and there will be a little bit of cuts in the video. I don't want you to watch through while I fight with every single nut and bolt. First step, there are 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and they're all Phillips screws, little ones. Don't drop them, don't lose them. Once I undo that, I'll run you through the next step. The 6 little screws, don't lose them. Step 2, a very tiny Phillips screwdriver to take the little cover off on the inner door handle. Doesn't break, it's sitting there pretty tight, so you just gotta pull it out nicely and then undo. Done. All you gotta do is grab that Phillips screwdriver again, pull gently on that side, and then wiggle it out of its place. Now I've undone that screw and that one. Now what we'll do is push in that little tab, disconnect. There's a window switch with a cover, put it aside, and all you do is pull on that handle and lift it up. Now be a little bit careful. If you've got tweeters in here, just gotta undo that. Don't pull on the wire. Put this aside. Now the door card's out. Okay, I've gone ahead and cut that black glue, folded the cover back. Now what we do is, first thing is first, we disconnect that electrical connector. There's a little tab at the bottom, push and wiggle it out. That's it, that comes out. Now the second stage, get a really tiny screwdriver and it'll come out. Now on the inside, let's see if we can focus on that little screw there. Focus, come on. Anyway, you get my point. That shiny part is a screw. Now what you need to do is to open that. Now you need an extension, obviously, and you need, what is it, T20. Focus. You need a T20 for an extension. You kind of slide it in there. Obviously, you gotta know you can't really see it afterward, but you can definitely feel it once you grab hold of it. There we go. Once you grab hold of it, you just undo until it releases a little extension to the door handle. There you go. And it basically releases the door handle. Now focus. Once that happens, you can remove your T20 with the extension. Put this aside. You'll need it. Now grab the door handle and pull directly. Okay? Releases the door handle and you kind of slide it out of its place. Okay? Put it aside. Open that screw to release the door handle from outside. Using the same T20, undo that screw. You don't have to take it out all the way, but if you do, it'll make your job a little bit easier. It's only a short one. Now what happens is you push on the door handle from the inside. You can either grab it from the inside or you can do it from the outside. What happens is you're basically pushing it inward to release that little clip here, and there's another clip there. Now I'll do it from the inside because it's just easier. You'll feel it pop and you'll just leave it hanging there for now. Now we'll come back inside. There are a couple of screws that we got to open up. Now there are 3 that are holding the actual door lock in place, and there's one on the side here that's also a T20 that's holding a bracket that goes to the door handle, external door handle. We'll open this. Now that's not a T20. That is, I believe, a T30. It is a T30. What happened? Alright. We'll just use a screwdriver. They're not very tight. It's one. Sorry for this camera movement, guys. It's a bit difficult to do 2 things at once. That's 3. Now we've done that. We've done those 3. We've done that. Door handle is out. That's out of place for the window. It slides in and out. And we've got we did loosen that. Okay. Door handle is out of place. Now the T20. I forgot to open up that one screw that holds the door cover in place. Now, once we do that, let's see, the yellow clip is basically a slides into that yellow clip, and it slides out. It's just an easier, and that's it. Now to reinstall, this is a replacement part. It's exactly the same thing. We'll just go the opposite way to what we did to remove it. Now, just gotta maneuver it in there. wish I had 3 hands, one to hold the camera and 2 to work with. I think that's asking too much. Now what I will do is I'll turn off the camera, put a few bolts together and come back. Alright, we've secured the inner door handle, reconnected the electrical connector. A T20 is secured. Those 3 bolts to the actual locking mechanism is secured. The door handle has been reinstalled. Now, there is something that I'd like to point out. When you first put the door handle in, try unlocking, and when you let it go, it doesn't close it all the way. Okay? In order to close it, you'll have to give it a little nudge. Now, don't stress. Remember this little part? It slides right next to the door handle. Right. Yeah, that sits in place, and then just gotta tie up the little screw, that T20 that goes through the door there. Once you put that in place, guess what? It sits in place. Doesn't stay up anymore. See? Until this is not in place, you'll get the door handle staying up a little bit. So that being in place, I'll hold it with my thumb, push the door handle back in its place. All right, we'll tie up that T20, we'll clean up, tidy up, we'll put the door card back in, all good to go. Once you've gone through, put the door card back in, put the 6 little screws that you've taken off, put the 2 screws from the door handle. Once you do that, you can go ahead and close that off. Next thing is the cover for the inner door handle. The way it sits is like that goes into the window switch, and just gotta align three hands is definitely helpful here if you can have. And that's it. I'll put 1 screw in there, and then that clips back in place. The door, the window switch will get clipped on and sits in place. That'll be done. The other 4 is done. Those are done. That's done. The outer handle is done, and that'll be it. And while we're here, just it. Lock, doesn't open, unlock, opens. Excellent. Thank you very much for watching.